to bracket for sure. But yeah, no, we definitely got some pretty solid talent here. We got Marcin and Lemon Tea currently playing for 7th place here. So I mean, that one should be pretty interesting. That's Wolf and Aegis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that should be interesting to see how that plays out. Both those guys definitely really solid players. Like to see them go. I gotta hand it to Steffen, AKFirez. I am clapping for it. I appreciate not only the gentleman to Diamond, apparently not a gentleman, but just the names. Ban Steve, please. I like it.
I'll give it up. You know, it turned out to be a bit, but goddamn, it's a good bit from a bunch of influential members of the community. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh, what a tech!
Look at this, man. Right now, they are going absolutely crazy. Minecarts flying all over the place. Pickaxes swinging everywhere. Okay, going for the 4th throw. Was looking for the explosion off the TNT. Definitely let it go a little too early, though.
I'm just crying. It's fun.
No, I'm actually having a good time, man. These guys are doing some crazy stuff.
I'm crying because I'm laughing too hard.
You can't, you never know nowadays. But either way, again, the minecarts keep going. We got the forward air and the pickaxe. Diamond pickaxe, by the way, not gonna be able to close out the stock the way they were hoping, but Steffen is gonna lose the first stock here as AKFirez gets the first lead.
If I can, in some manner, attempt to bring some analysis to this, when it comes to play style, that's something I really want to continue to hammer in. Like, Steve players play different despite having the same set of tools. Is that I feel like AK might have a bit of a larger advantage in high percentage scenarios because he plays a very like single hit type focused Steve. But Steffen has had a lot of experience playing against very, very quality players because he stayed around in New Jersey. Going to upstate New York is great and all, and there's good players there. But upstate New York and central Jersey are very different environments, and Steffen has been in a lot of crazy sets.
Upstate New York ain't shit.
Yeah, get him, Steve, get him.
That's what you were saying, man. I'm just
put words in my mouth. That's fine.
Either way, though, get right back into this game. We got Steffen keeping a solid lead here. AKFirez definitely trying to make some work happen here, but the spike, is that going to be enough? It might be. I don't know, man. Steve can recover from anywhere. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he needed to minecart first before going for the up B, but he just went for it instead. The up B directly after a double jump, I think, and just could not make it. But that's what I mean. Like, Steffen, as much as AK has some really solid wins in his own right and some really solid placements overall, Steffen has had a solid 6 months playing against Tweak and Jackal and I don't know pretty much everybody in everybody's pocket, Clouds and Syrup, and players that are on a wider stage than the players that AK has been playing with, despite AKFirez being very good in his own right. I mean, when he went up to upstate New York, he immediately got placed on their PR. But Steffen has a lot of experience in sets with higher stakes.
You got immediately placed on their PR because without playing any games, right? Because Jersey's better than upstate New York, right? Oh, is that what we're saying? I'm just looking for clarification. I'm not saying that. I just want to know if that's what you're saying. Yeah. I'm gonna get upstate New York to just fight you for no reason. Good. Either way, though, we do have the gentleman to Minecraft here again. Enderman versus Zombie. It's a battle of the mobs. Right now, AKFirez, trying to get that lead. Does have a small lead here. Tried to get a nice little edge guard going, but wasn't able to get it happen.
Yeah, even game state just so far, and I actually wonder if the FD version of this stage has the dirt layout, or if it runs off the FD resource loop instead of a dirt resource loop.
I want to say that it is definitely it runs off FD just being on this stage. Actually, no, that could be different because I do know that they're using shovel right now, right? And that's actually what FD uses. That FD uses shovel instead of pickaxe when trying to get materials. So I don't know if it changes anything outside of that, but it's not like one has the advantage over the other. They're both going to be getting the same stuff. And right there, we got an anvil to close that out. The first stock there. AKFirez taking his lead and running with it.
Yeah, we're here watching the. Oh, that was a six transition into the up airs, and that's. I mean, that's kind of the stuff you need when you're playing as Steve, because pivoting into horizontal isn't always as good in low percent as pivoting over to vertical, as you always want to try and find those up airs or even those anvils dropping off from the minecart early in order to plop that anvil down into the minecart forward area, which will absolutely close out the stock. And some quick counterplay coming out from Steffen. It didn't matter for long, but trying to stick on your diamonds while preventing AK from getting his own, that's some pretty, I mean, it's important stuff. The tools are everything in a matchup like this.
Almost alley-ooped it to himself. Yeah, the anvil gonna drop right at his head, give him the Acme Corporation, closing out that second stock. And that's actually something I think is really interesting about watching two good Steves go at it, is like there's a lot of block play going on here because they're constantly trying to outdo each other. Or, oh my God, that was funny. This character, man. Okay, he's gonna live for a little bit longer here. 111, but how much longer can he stay alive? And literally that's gonna be the end of it right there. My goodness.
Yes, that was it. Oh, Lord. Steve is the one character that can platform camp you on FD, or just platform play on FD, I guess. He gets to choose. Like, it's creative mode. He gets to play and decide, hey, I want to be grounded, so I have access to forward smash, or I have access to like my double jump, or I want to be in the air so I can have access to back air, or I can get to choose if I want to be facing forward or backwards at any point in time. Like, it's creative mode. It's just creative mode.
I mean, hey, look, I know that Steve is a very strong character, right? Very strong. Some people believe to be the best in the game, but you can't just pick the character up and then just, I mean, you might start doing better. I don't know. Just, the character's strong, but there's a lot of really small, intricate stuff here that these guys are doing that you can't just do right away. Like all the block stuff. Honestly, I'm sorry, that adds a whole new dimension to the game. You can't just pick it up and start doing it. I don't believe in that.
I guess it depends on the character you played before, whether you see an immediate improvement. Like, if you played Ganon before and picked up Steve, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a better character. Like, I get it at that point. But yeah, no, it definitely isn't just pick up and play. Like, some people believe a lot of characters are just pick up and play immediately. Like when everybody was hitting on Pikachu, right? Pikachu is hard. That character's not that easy.
I think that's one of the biggest things that for Fighters Pass 2, with a lot of the top tiers that they established. Nice synchronized diamonds there. Characters like Aegis and Aegis, Sephiroth, and Steve have enough tools that you can pick them up and understand them, but have their own weaknesses that you have to kind of work through. I'd almost argue that Steve might be one of the easier ones in Fighters Pass 2 to pick up, as comparison to the drawbacks of Sephiroth or the complete change in control scheme of Min Min, with the only exception being Aegis, because they play like a sword fighter in Smash Brothers, and that just kind of comes to everybody.
Yeah. Well, right now, this game's looking like Twisted Metal right now, with all these death cards just flying all over the place. These guys, look, they just continue to throw minecarts at each other. Shout out to Twisted Metal, man. These kids don't know about it. But the first stock, there we go, another minecart flying across the street. I wonder if they like talk to each other and like, hey, we can only take stocks doing this game, this the next game, just having fun as much as possible. Probably not. There's a prize pool here. I'm sure neither of these guys want to go home. I mean, I don't think they're going to go home empty-handed, but you may as well go for more money if you can. Ooh, back air, not going to be enough.
Oh, gets the minecart out, ditching the cart early, but is still almost able to take the stock. But, I mean, Steffen playing on these platforms so well and just recovering high every time, because it's so hard to interfere with this Steve. His main weakness being, you know, kind of a mediocre, a very even bad jump and some mediocre stats overall, means these high recoveries they're free to go for. It's just a matter of how well AK or Steffen can properly intercept. Steffen's doing a pretty good job of playing to not get hit right now, and it's starting to swing because he's got max rage and he can do that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you may as well get a little bit aggressive if you can. Try to get as much out of it as possible. And you know what? 74% really is not that bad, and it goes right back into another diamond. And they can actually close out this stock very, very soon. So AKFirez is going to have to be really careful. Tried to chase him around a little bit, but using his own wall against him for a little bit of protection.
bouncing back and forth, placing a couple blocks, waiting for AK to commit to to start mining into a very up close and personal minecart that'll absolutely take the stock. And now Steffen answering a 2-stock while working on 2-stock of his own, getting the spike hitbox twice, but missing the follow-up because he saw the SDI and decided to prepare for that instead of playing through the full combo.
Okay, there we go. Continue to throw the mine carts and anvils back and forth, man. Iron is flying all over the place. They say iron sharpens iron, and these two in a game 3 right now. There it goes. Last stock situation coming up here. 89% is going to be the difference to get things started. Both of us going to go ahead and mine a little bit, get those resources back up and running. We got diamond for AKFirez, though.
Yeah, only iron. Got the diamond, but chose not to build it, and now Steffen is stuck on iron tools just until then. It feels like AK just didn't want to challenge at that point. Look at the amount of iron on either side. Like these two, they play the we'll have our crazy moments and then the moments to prepare and then we'll go crazy again.
Yeah. Oh, tried to go for the shield break there, wasn't able to find it, and trying to call out the roll as well. Not able to get that going either. And the minecart, these guys are putting the pressure down. It's really AKFirez on the back foot, and Steffen just continuing to throw hitbox after hitbox out at him. Trying to get something to happen here. Throws out the back air, not going to find it. AKFirez being careful, but Steffen also respecting the diamond that they have as well.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the combos can get crazy and the kill percent gets significantly lower, but just the runoff footstool, expecting the jump out of shield, and you can kind of option select their runoff back air or runoff just flat out anvil itself can start off in a shield poke if you are that low. But also holding jump to get what could I presume is almost like an option select. Either I get the jump and footstool into anvil, or I just drop an anvil on your head and it keeps me safe.
And that's the Acme Corporation right there, man.
Oh yeah,
the footstool into the anvil. That's 100%, man. Wile E. Coyote scream in the background. Let me hear it.
No, not from me.
No.
So that's Steffen.
Kelvin? No scream?
Kelvin?
House of 3000 would have something for me.
I'm sorry, bro. We don't have that tech.
I know.
Soundboard coming soon, guys. Soundboard coming soon.
The best in Jersey, but
I'm shooting shots at everybody tonight. I'm shooting shots at upstate New York, the production guy.